coming out here after 30 years, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.
Shout out to everybody out there on Team Banky Pound, man. I appreciate the love, appreciate the support. Boom, boom, duck them hooks. We out here, man. 33 years of prison stories. Big love to everybody out there who support me. Big love to everybody out there who are on Team Banky Pound Nation, man. We on the road to 100K. Let's get it. Let's get it. Can't get there without you. Let's go. Tell a friend to tell a friend, man. If you watching and you are getting something out of this and you enjoy this content, man, somebody else enjoy it as well that you rock with, man. Birds of a feather stick together. We on this positive movement, man. Feed the positive, stop the negative. We need all the help we can get, man, especially in 2023. So let's go. Oh, man, today I want to talk about somebody we all come to know, so well, man. Mr. Bo Billy himself. Mr. Bo Billy himself, man. Free Bo Billy. Shout out to Constant Nugent. We trying to liberate Bo Billy, man. He's dead almost 50 years. We trying to liberate him. But I want to give y'all a little bit more history on Bo, man. I'm gonna tell you why they fear Bo Billy. And to be honest, the first thing that comes to my mind is the reason they fear Bo Billy is because he is fearless. He's fearless, man. And since I've known him and since I've heard about him, he's always been fearless. And people fear people that's fearless, because most of us in life, we display a level of fear when it comes to certain things. And Bo fearless, man. He just one of them type of cats that's just fearless. He ain't scared of nothing. He ain't scared of the outcome. He ain't scared of the competition. He ain't scared of the opposition. So, when you dealing with somebody like that, you dealing with the unknown. You don't know what he gonna do. You don't know when he gonna do, how he gonna do, but he ain't gonna back down. And administration fear that. They fear that because they can't break you. Their objective is to break you. And for almost 50 years, they couldn't break him. Dudes feared him because of his disposition. And when I came across him, when I came to meet him, before I had heard about him, before I actually came to know him, he had been through what he had been through in the wall, and had got testified on and got all this time, which he's doing now. Bo is actually doing more time than he was actually sentenced to. He's actually been locked up longer than the original sentence. I think his original sentence was 30-some years, and here it is, he's going on 50. But to my understanding from his mouth is when his disposition took a real turn for the worse is when, the dudes, testified on him and lied on him, and in hopes that they was gonna get some favors or some, some leniency for whatever they was involved in. So, and we talking about in penitentiary. We not talking about to his trial and nothing. You talking about dudes that testified on Bo with this in-house stuff, this in-house penitentiary stuff, which got him more time. That's why he had the disposition towards dudes. He hated weakness. He hated softness. He hated dudes that snitch because he felt like all of those things equated to what got him all of this time. So if he around a dude that he deemed to be weak, he felt was timid, he was hard on him because of the simple fact that he felt like these the type of dudes that, try to stab me in my back or did stab me in my back. So he ain't had no mercy on them, man. If they spoke up or spoke out of turn, man, Bo was down on him. He was down on him. And like I told y'all, man, he probably number one, if not, he definitely in the top 3 of all the dudes that I ran across since I was locked up. This mouth is just vicious. Bo can destroy you verbally. You understand me? I mean, he will break you down to the point where make you feel so bad and so weak that if you don't physically do something or stop him, then you know, you gonna be deemed a coward. You know what I'm saying? Because he gonna talk to you in a way where as to if you got any type of manhood in you, any type of, you know, pride and stuff, you gonna have to respond. You know, and I've seen some of the so-called tougher ones, man. You know, bow down and cower to Bo, man, when he on that rant, man. I told you he get mad, he get to biting that tongue, and they know what's coming after that. It's like whatever you want to do, he with it. You know, so that feared dudes, man. That made dudes scared, and his reputation definitely preceded him because, like I said, all that I heard about him and was even in the wall, I believe, during the time that he was in the wall, but I wasn't actually around him. I was on a different part, a different section of the penitentiary. But when I actually was around him, you know, at Mecklenburg, you know, I could see it. You know what I'm saying? I could see all of that. You know, what I heard come to light. I could see the magnitude of his presence on the compound. You know what I'm saying? You know, the talk, the whispers, the chatters. I mean, through the administration and as far as through the convicts and the inmates, they knew he was there. It was like he had a presence that was larger than life. You know what I'm saying? Bo Billy on the compound. You know what I'm saying? It was, you know. Later on, during my bit, it was the same thing, you know. When Big Lamont Kane came on Powhatan, it was like an aura around the penitentiary, like Big Lamont here, man, Lamont Kane, you know. So his reputation was larger than life, man, and his reputation was earned. It wasn't given to him, you know. Bo done put in some work, man. He done put in some work, man. Like I say, he not just one of the dudes that's gonna talk that talk. He will walk that walk. You know, and I've seen him in action a few times, man, and you know, thankfully the actions that I seen him in was not deadly. Where, you know, and Bo and none of them was deadly because Bo never even killed nobody. You know what I'm saying? Not to my knowledge or not to anybody else's knowledge. Definitely didn't come to penitentiary for murder, and he hasn't had a murder while he been in penitentiary. But he's had multiple altercations, and the crazy part about that is, I don't know too many people, man. I would have to go back in my Rolodex in my brain, but I don't know too many people that did as much time and had as many altercations as Bo and never even, you know, got hit. Bo never got hit. To my knowledge, Bo never got hit, meaning, you know, ain't nobody never put that Bethlehem in, you know, because, you know, another reason why people feel, because he gonna move first. He gonna strike first, and he ain't gonna leave you no room to where you got any, you know, get back, any type of, you know, come back at him. So, yeah, Bo, he's at the top of my head, I can't think of nobody else that's been in that many altercations that has not, you know, took that Bethlehem, you know, at all. And to my understanding, I don't think he have. You know, next time I talk to him, I'll clarify to be sure, but I'm speaking right now from what I believe to be true. I don't think he's been hit. And some of the most deadliest and dangerous ones in there have been hit. You know, Sam Pitts been hit. You know, the Rock done been hit. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's very, very fortunate, man. I'm trying to tell you. Because ducking that Bethlehem, when you are active, when you out there and you involved and you hands on, that's a hard task, man. Like, I done been hit, you know. Luckily, prayerfully, it won't no vital spot, won't nothing deadly or nothing, but I done been hit, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, that's, you know, more so too to his warrior spirit, man, because like I say, he true to this. He ain't new to this. He know how to survive. He know how to survive. Anybody who has endured what he done endured for almost 50 years, been through the wars, the battles, you know what I'm saying, been on the battlefield, hands on like him, and can remain, you know, unscathed physically, then, you know, that's amazing, you know. And they done try to kill Bo, man. They have, the administration with their dislike to him is obvious. They done try to kill him. They done sent Bo all out of state, you know, with these bad labels on his name. And it's just like when you go from one prison to another prison, if you go from segregation to segregation, you know what I'm saying? Like when I went to segregation from Augusta to Mecklenburg, segregation, man, they sent all this foolishness on my record, man, where the people ain't even really want to let me out on the yard. And it's hard enough to get on the yard on Mecklenburg. But I had to meet with the warden, the assistant warden, the major, and everything before I could even get permission to be, let back out on the yard after a speech and warnings and all of that. If y'all go back to the Mecklenburg video, y'all see, remember what I said about that. But so just imagine that that's from prison to prison. And if they put that tag or put some foolishness in your record that you could never see, and you get sent out of state, and you going out of state with this stuff on your record, and these people don't even know you. All they know of you is, that you're a convict, and this is what's in your record. So you got to imagine going out on the yard is different when you go from prison to prison and you go out on the yard. You got to scan the area. You got to be aware of where you at and what's going on and who's who. If you got somebody on here you got beef with, had prior beef, all of these type of things. Is somebody family member on here that you possibly had beef with? Excuse me. All of these things are considerations when you go from place to place. So just imagine going from one state to the other state and somebody sending a bad bone on you. Bone meaning a bad reputation, a bad tag on you. Oh, he troublesome, watch him, or he do this or he do that. They did all that to Bo. You know what I'm saying? In an effort, I believe, and he believed, and a lot of other people believe, in an effort to get him killed or to get him hurt. But the same thing is like when you're a warrior and you got that in you, you're going to survive anywhere. You know what I'm saying? And Bo going to be the same everywhere. If you move or he think you're going to move on him, he going to move first and he going to move to win. You know what I'm saying? And like I say, this is why people fear him. And I've met dudes, man, that was out of state with him that ended up in this facility. I've had dudes that hit me, in my comments and stuff and say, oh, I was at such and such with Bo. I was here with Bo. Or yeah, I had a dude hit me, I think from Chicago. He said, yeah, I'm from Chicago, man. I was locked up with Bo Billy, man. And yeah, Bo, Bo came up there, man, and dudes tried him, and Bo put that work in, man. He put that work in. He won't playing, man. Yeah, Bo a real soldier. So these is all testaments from people who done did time with him, who know. You see what I'm saying? Who know what he about and what he will do. And by the administration knowing this as well, they fear him because they know he not gonna back down from them. He gonna treat them just like he gonna treat the next convict, the next inmate, the next person who disrespect him. He gonna rise to the occasion, and whatever happens. And I think in my mind, and I believe in Bo's mind, I've shared this with Bo. I believe, like I say, more so the administration is more so afraid to let him out even at 66, 67 years old. Hip replacement surgery, recently gallstone removal surgery recently, all of these type of things. I just believe they know Bo just know too much about the system. And we in a social media era where everybody is talking, everybody is sharing information. And I think Bo, for lack of a better word, man, like the old saying is, they know that Bo know where all the bodies is buried at, man. They know Bo know where all the bodies is buried at, and they don't know it. He older now. Yeah, he ain't as physically capable as he used to be, but at the same time, they figure his mouth is still vicious as it ever been. And he come out here and get to telling all of these truths. And if y'all think I got 33 years of prison stories, just imagine his stories. Just imagine the things he's seen, the things he's witnessed, the things he know about the administration, about people, about convicts, about the system. He know it all. He know it all. So if that information was out here for everybody, there's a lot of people that'll get exposed. There's a lot of people that'll have to have their information on display, man. Bo been there through every era that you've heard of in the Virginia penal system mostly. He been there through the Bradley brothers. He was on the compound, I believe, when the escape occurred. Bo done been in that wall, man, where they had bodies after bodies being dropped in there. Bo done been out of state where people done got killed. Bo done been in Lawton. Bo done been in all of these places, man, that, a lot of things have occurred in the system. Bo done went through the era in the wall, man, when they had investigations coming on in there, when they had COs and female COs, selling their body for profit. They had officers and administration bringing in, contraband and drugs and, getting paid off. And he know all of this stuff. He know all of it. And not only do he know it all, he know the names of the participants. So that may be the bigger reason why, the administration fear him or fear his release. But after 48 years, man, come on, man. How much more time can he do? I mean, how much more can he pay? But that's a question that the public have to propose to them, to make them answer that, because that's something that they not answering. They just turning them down. The man been up in the mountains for over 20-something years, man. 20-something years in the mountains, period. Wallace Ridge, Red Onion, King Mountain, River, all of those is up in the mountains. That's segregation. That's segregation, man. Just a whole bigger plantation of segregation, whereas if you on lowland and you get in trouble, whatever, then they put you in seg, Up there, those whole prisons is segregation. It's just segregation prisons. They super max prisons. You ain't hardly got no movement. You up under the gun. You up under the dog. You up under racism every day. Every day, man. You know what I'm saying? So that's Seg, and he been up there for 20-some years after coming from out of state. After coming from out of state. So, man, that's pressure right there. That's pressure on top of pressure from doing that time. You know what I'm saying? And then, like I say, the dudes now that he older with the incident that he just went through, is a lot of dudes that's going to hate on him. I told y'all before, that's the worst thing you could possibly do in prison is to get old in prison. That's the worst thing besides dying in prison. That may be, second, getting old in prison. And then especially getting old after you've been a warrior your whole bit, after you ain't take no shorts, after you had zero tolerance. Because now people looking to get a reputation off your name, people looking to eat off of you, people looking to take advantage of you just to say, oh I did this to Bo Billy. Yeah, but we all know that who has done time that you would not have possibly did that to him when he was more capable. You know what I'm saying? But he's getting old in penitentiary, and they leaving him there just so the fact that they want something to happen to him. They want to see him be destroyed. Same as they did with Sam Pitts. They let Sam suffer for years and years and decades, man, before he just passed away. Because of his penitentiary reputation, because of who he was and what he stood for. So, and like I say, Bo ain't never been scared, man, but a whole lot of people been scared of Bo. You know what I'm saying? And that's a fact. You know what I'm saying? That is a definitely a fact. And like I say, I seen Bo rumble. I seen Bo was strong, man, in his youth, man. I mean, strong. I've told you, I seen Bo hold a dude up by his neck. I'm talking about feet off the ground by his neck. I seen Bo run dudes off the yard. I seen Bo make dudes check in. I seen Bo talk to dudes like they were, children, less than children, and they get scared. These dudes, the same dudes I done seen put hands on people. Same dudes I done seen put the Bethlehem in people for small things. But, I done seen Bo make them, cower, make them back down. Because they feared that confrontation, because they felt like that confrontation would be deadly. Because they knew for a fact he won't go back there. And then on top of that, even though all the hate Bo get, and he get hate in prison as well, the dudes that rock with him, if they rock with him, they was already solid. They was already solidified. They was already certified. So they, if they roll with him, then you dealing with a whole, what's that movie Will Smith played in? Suicide Squad or whatever squad. You dealing with a whole squad, man. The death is on the table coming from every end. So dudes ain't want that smoke with him. Because the dudes that was solid with him was dudes that had already did their time solid. They knew why he was the way he was and the way he acted Because, like I say, if you get people to testify on you that's supposed to be with you, that's supposed to be down with you, and that you done, befriended, that you done went to war with and stuff, and then all of a sudden they turn on you and testify on you and get you all this time in prison, then it's going to turn you sour to people. It's going to turn your disposition. It's going to turn your disposition. I'm not justifying that. I'm just saying that is reality. because we all human. We all human. If we get wrong, we got a problem with that. If we get wrong, we salty about that. You know what I'm saying? And I guess that's how he felt, you know. And like I said, I can't speak for him, but I have spoke to him. You know what I'm saying? But they definitely, the fear in there was definitely real when it came to Bo Billy, man. As it was for Sam Pierce, as it was for Lamont Kane, as it was for several other people, because of the way that they carry themselves, the way that they stand up for themselves, the way that they just say, this is who I am, unapologetically. And a lot of people can't do that. A lot of people don't have the guts to do that. You know what I'm saying? He has the guts to do that. And for that, he's still paying the price. For how long, we don't know. You know, but I know he should be getting ready to go up again soon, man. And, you know, I'm praying for him. I know a whole lot of other people praying for him. I appreciate all the support that people done gave him, you know, through you know, TBP Nation, man, because, you know, like I said, for me to do 33 years and to go through the things I went through and endure the things that I had to endure, I can only imagine just adding, you know, almost more than a decade more on to that. You know what I'm saying? And each and every day in prison, man, it could be your last day in prison. Each and every day in prison is a threat to your life, man. It's a threat to your survival. So, you know, to do that, man, as long as he has and still be fighting and have people fighting for him, man, it's just a testament to who he is, man. Because a lot of people, many people could not go through what he went through, you know. And then, like I said, the fear is real for him, man. It's real for him. Even at this older age, them dudes fear him. You know, they fear him. Because, man, Bo got a single cell. They won't even put nobody in the cell with Bo because they have put people in the cell with Bo, even at his older age that he is now, and prior to that, his 50s and 60s and stuff. Man, Bo still had that rumble in him, man. You come up in that cell with that foolishness, he ain't gonna try to get you out the cell or write you out the cell. He gonna beat you out the cell. You know what I'm saying? He gonna beat you out the cell. You know what I'm saying? Straight like that. You know, and they know that. You know what I'm saying? Because very rarely, you know, the space, the rate that they locking people up these days, you know what I'm saying? Space in there is rare. That's why they building more and more prisons, because this is a business now. But every cell in there is utilized. So for them to take and say, oh no, we can't even put nobody in the cell with him. Man, they put people in the cell with people that got COVID. You know what I'm saying? And you ain't got COVID. They put people in the cell with people that's wheelchair bound. They put people in the cell with people that got one arm. They put people in the cell with people that, you know, got one leg. And they won't put them in there with Bo no more, because they already know how he gonna respond if it ain't right. And then he may feel like they putting people in there to get information on them, to spy on them or whatever. And he gonna get you up out of there. You know what I'm saying? He gonna get you up out of there. To this day, he got a single cell. I think he done had a single cell for a minute now. You know what I'm saying? Where they got it on file, they don't even house nobody with him. That's fear. You understand me? That's fear. When they going against their own rules, that's fear. When you making new rules for certain individuals, that's fear. You understand me? When you sending an inmate that has been locked up and assigned in this state to do time for this state, when you sending him to another state, that's fear. That's fear, man. That's fear. How can so many people fear one man? You see what I'm saying? How can so many people fear one man, man? You know, but and then to still fear him at 67 years old, man. You know, to still fear him. And it's amazing, man, but it's real. It's really real, you know. So yeah, Bo is a different breed, man. He's a different breed, you know, but you know, if you get to know him, man, you will have a better understanding of who he is and what he stands for and why he is who he is, you know. So that's what I try to shed light on. But I do say this, even if you didn't know him and you didn't know what he stands for, what you do know is 48 years is a lifetime. That's a lifetime, man, you know, for someone to be incarcerated, to be, you know, in captivity, to be away from human, you know what I'm saying, freedom and family and loved ones and life. It's a long time, man. a long time. So, you know, like I said, when you put it in perspective, man, you have people in the United States that have shot the president and ain't do as much time as Bo did. You have people who have killed legends and icons as Malcolm X and ain't do as much time as Bo did. You know what I'm saying? You got people, hundreds, thousands, probably walking around that has actual murder charges and ain't do as much time as Bo did. You know what I'm saying? So when you put it on a scale, we talking about justice or what are we talking about? You know, that's a real question. You know, so anyway, man, I just wanted to shed some light on that, man, to give y'all reasons why they feel Bo Billy. I mean, you know, give me your you know, your feedback. You know, do you feel that how he's being carried and what he's having to endure right now, you know, 48 years and counting, is justified, you know? And I know a lot of y'all may have a lot of different opinions, you know, but I'm speaking from my perspective, and it's only my perspective, and you know, you're entitled to yours and you're entitled to your opinion. But you know, like I say, talk to me, I talk back, man. I just wanted to shed some light on him. Bo Billy has been a part of this movement, you know, by me sharing this story. So, you know, this is just another part of it. So, you know, hopefully, like I said, man, he'll get some liberation this year. And we're going to keep watch on it. And, man, I'm going to keep y'all posted and let y'all know what's going on. But in the meantime, he wanted to send his love, man, his appreciation for everybody who do support him, everybody who do, you know, write him or reach out to him or did anything and bought a T-shirt, anything that was, you know, within the means of showing support and love for him, man. He just wanted to say thank you and he appreciated it, man. But y'all talk to me in the comments. I talk back, man. I wanted to share that with y'all. I wanted to give y'all, you know, a little insight on him. Hopefully that is a little bit of more insight on Bo and who he is. And y'all let me know what's going on out there, man. I'll probably see y'all in 24 hours, man, because y'all know I'm going to try to keep this content coming. Hopefully y'all going to keep them likes coming. Y'all going to keep them subs coming. Y'all going to keep sharing these videos. And we're going to get to 100K. And we're going to put a plaque on the wall back there. Y'all let me know if y'all like my new background, my new setup too, what's going on. And we're going to keep it moving, man. But y'all be safe out there. Be smart. Make good decisions, man. I'm out here. We out here. And we trying to make a difference. And, man, that's what we doing. And shout out to the person who hit me in my comments, too, and told me this. There's a couple of people hit me, but this one was lately saying that these other YouTubers, prison YouTubers out here, I ain't going to call no names because it ain't necessary, said that they're regurgitating my stories, these 33 years of prison stories, you know, almost word for word, man. So that means they watching us, man, and they, you know, they might ain't got enough stories. They running out of them, so they using these ones. But I want y'all to know that everything I say is actual and factual. Everything I say, I've lived it, I've went through it. And if they copying us, man, that's just a testament, man, to how great we doing over here, man. So let's just keep it pushing. We ain't gonna worry about what nobody else doing because we got our own thing going on over here. So salute to everybody. Big love. We feed the positive, stop the negative. We out here. We can't stop, won't stop, man. Y'all be safe, be smart, make good decisions, man. And boom, 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 boom. Duck them hooks, man. They come from everywhere.
The Banky special.
Yeah.
Pure deliciousness.
Pure deliciousness, man. My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm going to have something because I'm rich in personality, you know. And I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.